laps, and 25 bikes surge down the fast part of the racetrack. And number 29, Jim Gibson on his Honda gets the hole shot. He's followed by his teammate Chuck Sun, and young Donnie Cantalupi is in third place, now moving up into second place as Chuck Sun makes a mistake. So it's Honda and Yamaha as they go into the second turn in this first of 20 laps. The rest of the pack trying to get through the Himalayas and then the sand pits. They're now up into the tornado turn. And as they come around in the lead, it's Jim Gibson on the Honda, followed by Donnie Cantalupi on his Yamaha. The rest of the pack bunching up in that tight turn, allowing the leaders to get away from the rest of the pack. But there's 19 and a half laps yet to go. In the lead, number 29, the Honda of Donnie Hansen, as they now begin to lengthen out their lead and stretch away from some of the rest of the motorcycles. The Honda's now back running first and second as Chuck Sun moves back into second position. It's Honda in the lead down the fast part of the racetrack and around the Coca-Cola catapult. Then over the Himalayas, headed for the sand pit. It's Honda, and then Yamaha as they are in the second lap of 20 laps. Through the treacherous sand pit they go. Two Yamaha, or rather Hondas, almost side by side. The red machines now coming very close together. Around on the inside is Chuck Sun. Sun strikes his teammate Hansen, almost knocking him down, and Sun takes the lead. And while they bobble, moving into second place is Donnie Hansen on his Yamaha. A near fatal mistake made by the Honda team as Chuck Sun goes underneath his teammate, nearly knocking him off the racetrack. It is now Chuck Sun on bike number 63, the Honda in the lead. Donnie Cantalupi, number 23, on a Yamaha running second. And in third spot is running Jim Gibson, who was nearly run off the race course by his teammate. Trying to lengthen out his lead now is Chuck Sun on Honda number 63, trying to accelerate around this race course. Now comes Donnie Cantalupi, the young lad who's his first year on a factory team. He's trying to maintain second position. He's also trying to catch Chuck Sun. Around the tornado turn again they go. It is Chuck Sun in the lead and Donnie Cantalupi, and now catching up as they bunch up in the turn is Mike Bell on bike number 3. The point leader for the year, trying to win this event and put it away for the season. Bike number 3 on Team Yamaha is Mike Bell running in third position. It's Chuck Sun on the Honda in the lead. Donnie Cantalupi running second as they run down through the infield on part of the roughest of this course. And Cantalupi making a bobble back in there, and moving now into second place is Mike Bell. It's Chuck Sun in the lead, and Mike Bell of Yamaha, Mike Too Tall Bell, 6'3", has moved into second place. They are now up into the Coca-Cola catapult. Mike Bell trying to catch up while the rest of the riders bunching up, and the two Suzuki riders crashing into each other. It's Howerton and Barnett crashing into that hay bale near the starting area, almost putting the entire team out. Another rider goes down. That's motorcycle number 11. That's the local rider, Brock Glover from Team Yamaha, favored to win this event. He's down and back in the pack. Meanwhile, Mike Bell putting on a challenge now to Chuck Sun. It's Mike Bell and Chuck Sun. Mike Bell pulling up alongside on the inside, now going around to the outside, switching back into the tornado turn. They're side by side, and through the slot, it's Mike Bell. Mike Bell makes a fantastic pass and pulls off into the lead. It's Michael Too Tall Bell, the point leader for 1980 on the Yamaha, moving into the lead over Chuck Sun's Honda. A fantastic pass in the tornado turn. Mike Bell now in the rough part, the hump thumpers on this racetrack, but Chuck Sun is not out of it yet. They're down near the start area, that tight sweeping left-hand turn, but this is where the Hondas show their horsepower. This is the fastest part of this racetrack, and Chuck Sun is again gaining on Mike Bell. Bell trying to play it cool, trying not to lose control of the bike, being very careful as he heads into the sand pit. Perhaps too careful as Chuck Sun is gaining ground on Mike Bell. Again, they're headed up into the tornado turn, but there's slower traffic up ahead of Mike Bell. Mike Bell has to get by a Kawasaki that's directly in front of him. Can he get by up here on this little short straightaway? Mike Bell now coming around one of the rough parts of the race course, a washboard effect in here. Mike Bell trying to hold off Chuck Sun's Honda. A threat being put on by the red machine. And now a bike loses control. That's David Bailey on bike number 93, the Kawasaki, losing control and throwing his bike off the race course. Bell is bobbling. Bell makes a mistake, and Chuck Sun moves back into the lead. Bell almost falling off that motorcycle as he hits a berm and loses control. Chuck Sun on the fast part of the racetrack again, putting distance between his Honda and the Yamaha of Mike Bell. Bell not giving up. Bell now putting on the challenge. He seems to accelerate in the rough part of the course, and the Honda down the long straightaway. They're jumping high now and landing into the sand pit. It's Chuck Sun's Honda in the lead. It's Mike Bell with a fantastic jump, catching right up behind Sun again. Here they are in this tornado turn. Bell's going to try it again. He did it here before, and he does it again. It's Mike Bell pulling that fantastic pass that he does through that tiny slot that has worn into that tight turn in the tornado. And now Sun puts on pressure. Sun trying to get around on the inside. What a fantastic race. The crowd is going berserk. It's Bell trying to hold off the Honda of Chuck Sun. They're side by side, and Chuck Sun now darts off into the lead. The lead is changing twice each lap now between Honda and Yamaha. The two that brought it down to the wire this entire season. The Honda rider, number 63, Chuck Sun, and number 3 of Yamaha, who will wear number 1 next year if he puts it away in this event, Mike Bell. Now they're moving up again in slower traffic. Bell trying to out-jump. He does. He's got a half a wheel on Sun through the sand pit. They're back up into slower traffic again, and Mike Bell has taken the lead. He uses the traffic now back into his favorite part of this racetrack on the back fender of a slower rider, but Bell is holding off Sun. There should be a warning flag given. There is a blue move over flag to the slower traffic as Mike Bell is trying to hold off Chuck Sun. This event is going to go to the wire. 20 exciting laps of racing in San Diego Stadium, and it won't be over until the checkered flag waves. An exciting event. Oh, another bobble. This bobble by bike number 63. That's Chuck Sun, who was in second place. He's off his motorcycle. He's killed the engine. One kick and it restarts, but Chuck Sun has dropped back in this event. The white flag is up. There's only 1 lap to go for Mike Bell, and he does not know that Chuck Sun is no longer in second place. He'll get a signal from his pit crew down near the starting line. They'll put up a chalkboard to tell him Chuck Sun not giving up. Mike Bell has less than a lap to go to put away this final event for the year. He's down in that fast part, the Coca-Cola catapult. He's now headed around over the Himalayas. He's got less than a half a lap to go. He's into the sand pits, and now he's coming around out of the turn, and Mike Bell gets the checkered flag to win this final event at San Diego, California. The bombs are bursting in air, and we're going down to have a quick word with the winner, Mike Bell. Have to be very happy closing out the season as champion and winning the last race here close to home.
Oh yeah, it feels great.
I know you'll want to take that home with you because that trophy says it all. That says first place in San Diego.
Yep. Hopefully lots more too.
Mike, we'll see you next year on the circuit. The final standings in San Diego: in first place from Team Yamaha, Michael Too Tall Bell. Second place on a Honda, Donnie Hansen.
Racing legend